Morning, girls. Today we are starting the last chapter, recurrence relations. Have you heard this word before? Recurrence relations? What is the English meaning of recurrence? Can anyone tell me? What do you mean by recurrence? Yes? Payal, what do you mean by recurrence? Yes, can you hear me, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the meaning of recurrence? Have you heard this word? Say yes or no. There are only two answers in the
Yes,
world.
ma'am.
So what is the meaning of recurrence?
Something which is
Repetition
occurring again and again.
Repetition, right?
of similar objects.
Reoccurrence. Can we say this? Similar objects, okay. In which context do you use this recurrence? Hmm? Can you tell me that this is the context where we have used this recurrence relation word or recurrence word? Okay. Okay, now we will do it, of course, in the mathematical context, recurrence. Okay, so we are basically considering some sequences. Suppose I write a sequence. So can you tell me the next term? Can you tell me the next term? What is the next
Yes,
term
ma'am.
here? Yeah, what is it? What is this term? Be quick, girls. 1 3 5 7 के बाद हाँ
Ma'am, we can't see the annotation.
annotation. You can't see my screen.
Ma'am, we can see, but what you are now.
Now we can see.
There is some
9.
network. Okay, 9. How do you find 9? Why you are saying 9? Because you understand the pattern here, right? I'm starting from 1 and I'm adding 1 plus 2, right? 1 plus 2 becomes 3. 3 plus 2 becomes 5. 5 plus 2 becomes 7. 7 plus 2 becomes 9. Likewise, you can find some few terms. Now, if I ask you, tell me the 100th term. So what you will do? First of all, if I call this as A0, this as A1, A2, A3, A4. So what is the formula of A1? Can you tell me what is the formula of A1? I am starting with initial condition A0 as 1. And A1 मुझे 3 मिला है. So can I write this 3 as 1 plus 2?
Yes.
Yes. And can I rewrite this as A0 plus 2? Similarly, A2
Yes.
is equal to 5.
Yes,
Can I rewrite this as 3 plus 2?
yes.
And then this will become A1 plus 2. Similarly, A3 will be 7. And I can rewrite this as 5 plus 2. That is A2 plus 2. A4 is equal to 9. That is 7 plus 2. And I can rewrite this as A3 plus 2 and so on. Right? So if I ask you 100th term, will you make a list of first 99 terms and then you will write 100th term? Is it a very good idea?
No.
No. Even though, see, you have this formula with you. A100 will be what? A100 will be using this formula. A100 will be A99 plus 2. Right? But you should know what is A99. Yes or no? So this is a recursive formula. This is a recursive formula. In general, how can I write AN is equal to? What is AN? Nth term formula. क्या लिख सकती हूँ मैं? This is 100.
n minus 1 plus 2.
Yes, correct. It should be A
N minus 1.
1 plus 2. Okay? That means you are using the previous term to get the next term. Right? So a formula in which you use previous terms to define the next term is called as a recursive formula. So this is the recursive formula of this particular sequence. An is equal to An minus 1 plus 2 is the recursive formula of this sequence. But as I said that if I ask you 100th term, you will require 99th term. If you want to calculate 99th term, you will require 98th term. So is it a feasible process for you to list out all the terms like this?
No, ma'am.
No, it's not a very good idea to list out all such terms and then find out. So ये formula जो है, ये formula is okay, but this formula is not helpful for finding out the next terms. Okay, very first few terms you can find out very efficiently, but later on you will get tired, and it is not suggested by mathematics also that you list out all these terms like this. So what we are going to do in these recurrence relations, we have understood that this is a recurrence relation. So we are going to find out solution of this recurrence relation. So what is the meaning of solution of recurrence relation? See, when I write An is equal to An minus 1 plus 2, this is a recursive formula which involves the previous terms. Okay, I should know the previous terms, then I can find out the next term. But solution of recurrence relation means I will try to get an explicit formula for An in terms of n and not the previous terms. Okay, and not the previous terms. So if I get, say, An is equal to something 2n minus 1 sort of thing, 2n minus 1. This is my suppose answer, and n goes from 1 to onwards. Okay, so this is called as an explicit formula. Do you understand? Is there any previous term involved here on the RHS? Girls, please answer my question. Is there any previous term involved here? You just substitute n is equal to 0. Or here I will write 2n plus 1 I will make, and n is equal to 0. 0, 1, 2 onwards. Okay, so what will be A0? Can you tell me what will be A0? Am I audible?
2 into 0 plus
2
1.
into 0 plus 1 will be 1, right? What will be A1?
1.
A1 will be 2 into
3.
3. A2 will be 5. So we are getting the same one
5.
what we had considered. Are we getting the same sequence? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So this is the solution of this sequence or recurrence relation. So when I want to find out 99th term, then I can immediately get 2
Yes.
into 99 plus 1. So that whatever answer it is 199. Okay. This is how you can find out the but here the sequence was very easy I had considered, which I could immediately find out. But every time the recurrence relation would not be so easy. So there is a method to be followed to find out such solution. I just want to understand whether you have understood what is a recurrence relation and what is the meaning of solution of recurrence relation. ये समझा है क्या आपको? Yes or no? Have you
Yes,
understood?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
recurrence relation is the relation which involves the previous terms, and its solution means no previous terms are involved. The formula will be explicitly expressed. Explicitly means alone in terms of n. That means you just put the value of n which term you want and get the answer of the sequence or recurrence relation. Okay. You can get the nth term formula. So let us first write what is a recursive formula. Write down recursive formula. A recursive formula refers to the previous terms to define the next terms. Okay. And this formula must include the first term. That means the initial condition you should give. जैसे कि मैंने पहले इसमें दिया था A naught is equal to 1. This formula must include the first term. So that first term or initial terms. Okay. Some sequences require 2 terms, 3 terms likewise. So these are called as initial conditions. For example, the sequence 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 can be written as an is equal to an minus 1 plus 2 with a naught is equal to 1. So this is a recurrence relation. Okay. This is a recursive formula. And the equation an is equal to 2n plus 1 Basically, n should be equal to, n should start from 1 actually. N should start from 1, but sometimes we consider a naught. So here we have to use n is equal to 0. Okay. Yeah. Finished writing? Have you
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, a recurrence relation can be given to you, and you may be asked to find out
Yes, ma'am.
terms, first few terms of the recurrence relation. It will be a difficult one, so you need to calculate very correctly, and don't be overconfident that you can do additions and subtractions very efficiently. Believe me, there are always mistakes when it comes to subtraction. So question is, find first 4 terms of the sequence defined by the recurrence relation an is equal to an minus 1 plus 3 an minus 2, where a naught is given as 1 and a1 is given as 2. Yes. So first 2 conditions are given because on the right hand side you can see we are using previous 2 terms to define the third term. Okay. So what will be a2 now? We want to find out a2. So n की value हम क्या substitute करेंगे? We are given a0 and a1. So next term will be based on a0 and a1. So naturally the term will be n equal to 2 हम substitute करेंगे. So it will be a2 minus 1 plus 3a2 minus 2, that is a1 plus 3 times a0. Are you getting it, girls? हाँ, आपको 2 टर्म्स दी गई है, इसलिए हम थर्ड टर्म फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं, इसलिए हम n इक्वल टू 2 सब्सटीट्यूट कर रहे हैं. सो व्हाट इज a1? a1 इज 1 प्लस 3 टाइम्स a नॉट a1 is 2 and a0 is 1. So the answer is 5. Okay. Now find out a3. Tell me what is a3. a3 क्या आएगा? मुझे डायरेक्टली ये स्टेप बताओ.
A3 minus 1.
a2 plus 3a1, right? It is a2 plus 3a1, correct ना? यहाँ पे n है, यहाँ पे क्या है? n minus 1 और यहाँ पे क्या है? n minus 2. See the suffix carefully. n minus 1 and n minus 2. So यहाँ पे अगर 3 है तो उससे एक कम मतलब 2, उससे एक कम मतलब 1. Okay. So what is a2? a2 you have calculated just now 5. 3 into a1. a1 is 2. So that is 11. Now what is a4? We want to find out first 4 terms.
A3 plus 3A2.
a3 plus 3a2. So what is a3? a3 is 11 plus 3 times 5. So that is 11 plus 15 is 26. And one more term we have to calculate, a5. a5 is equal to a4 plus
A3.
3 times a3. So a4 is 26 plus 3 times a3 is 11 So that is 33 plus 26 is 59. Right? Find the first thing कहती हूँ मैं, find the next 4 terms कहती हूँ, हाँ? Find the next 4 terms of the sequence. क्योंकि पहले 2 तो हमें दिए गए हैं. So what is your sequence? Sequence क्या बनता है आपका? 1, 2, 5, 11, 26, 59. Is that clear? So ऐसा sequence अगर आपको दिया जाए, ऐसे वाले questions जैसे aptitude test में होते हैं, याद है क्या? Have you seen such type of sequences in any entrance exams, aptitude test? You get these sequences and you are asked to find out the next term or the missing term. है ना? So you should be able to find out the formula. What is the formula? Finished this?
Yes.
Yes,
So this
ma'am.
is one type of question we can have. Find the first few terms. You may be asked for finding the first few terms. Now next. Now we are actually defining what is linear recurrence relation. Okay? Linear recurrence relation. Okay, before that, let us have one more standard example of recurrence relation. First, write down this. When the problem, so you are given a recursive formula, okay? And when you want to find out the explicit formula for that recursively defined sequence, then we call it as a recurrence relation, okay? So when the problem is to find an explicit formula for a recursively defined sequence. The recursive formula is called as a recurrence relation. Okay, then it is called as a recurrence relation. So we try to find out the solution to this recurrence relation. Okay, and the initial conditions must be given so as to proceed. So for example, Fibonacci sequence. Have you heard this word Fibonacci? Have you heard? Fibonacci sequence किसी ने सुना है? Anyone knows about Fibonacci sequence?
पता नहीं क्या होता है.
पता नहीं. किसी ने अभी कुछ कहा था. 1, 1. Now the initial conditions are 1 and 1. The first 2 terms are taken as 1 and 1. You add these 2 terms, you get the next term. Now add these 2 terms, you get the next term. Add these 2 terms, you get the next 2 terms. Next term. Okay, so this is called as Fibonacci sequence. Okay, and it is very interesting. It has got many applications. It connects with golden ratio concept. Okay, golden ratio is an irrational number. So sometime when you get free time after your exam, maybe you should explore more on this golden ratio. This is an irrational number. It has got non-terminating decimal pattern. ओके, नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग, नॉन रिपीटेटिव, जैसे कि पाई है, पाई की वैल्यू हम कितनी लेते हैं, पाई की वैल्यू आप कितनी लेते हो, 3.14159 एंड सो ऑन सो ऑन.
3.14.
Do you know that scientists have recovered almost 10,000, more than that, 10,000 plus decimal places of pi? And for that, you need a very big computer to store such kind of numbers. See, the capacity of your machine, the machine which you are using right now, may be 7 decimal places, 8 decimal places. That is the significant digits concept, number of significant digits, okay, the accuracy of the machine. But believe me, if you want to write this number, it will take some kilometers. Continuously, if you write these numbers, it will take some kilometers. So this has got a non-terminating, non-repetitive, okay. There are certain numbers 1 by 7 या 2 by 7 होता है, देखो 2 by 7 या 1 by 7, I don't remember, 1 by 7, yeah, 1 by 7 if I write, it will become 7 ones are 7, then 7 fours are 28, 2857, and again you get the same pattern, this number. Okay, so how do you write it, 142857, and you put a bar there, right? Because it has got the same repeating decimal pattern. But this number, if you consider pi, the decimal pattern is not repeating after 10,000 decimal places also. Okay, so pi is also an interesting number, and golden ratio is also an interesting number. Golden ratio will also, its value is 1.61 onwards. Okay, so that is also non-terminating decimal representation, so it doesn't get stopped. Jaise ki half, what is half? Half is 0.5. It gets terminated over here itself, right? After 0.5 you don't write anything, after 5 you don't write anything. But this is non-terminating, non-repeating, so it is called as an irrational number. Okay, do you understand what I am saying? And how golden ratio and Fibonacci sequence are related? When you consider the terms of Fibonacci and when you consider their ratio, okay, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and so on. When you consider the ratio of A1 upon A0, it is 1 upon 1 is 1. When you consider A2 upon A1, it is 2 upon 1, that is 2. When you consider A3 upon A2, this is A0, A1, A2, A3. So it will be 3 by 2, that is equal to 1.5. A4 upon A3 will be 5 upon 3. So it will start coming 1.66 onwards. And when you go on and on and on, when you consider a 1000 upon a 99, it will give you more and more digits of golden ratio. Okay. Girls, are you listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope
Yes.
you're understanding this. This is very interesting concept. So Fibonacci sequence is very important. And why this golden ratio is important now? So as you go on taking the higher terms of Fibonacci sequence, you are going to get more and more decimal places of golden ratio number. And the golden ratio is closely related to beauty. You will really wonder to know these things. Golden ratio and beauty are connected too much. Okay. Have you seen a sunflower? Sunflower. Why it looks beautiful? Does it look beautiful?
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, tell me, do you feel that it is a beautiful flower?
Yes, ma'am.
Why it is a beautiful flower? It has got some, how many petals are there? Say 5 or 6, I don't know how many petals. There are many petals. Okay. But inside you get a black circle, right? And you get to see some black seeds inside here, right? Okay. and those seeds are placed so beautifully that it looks very beautiful. They are placed in a specific manner. Have you observed it any time that the seeds are placed very systematically within that portion? ऐसे कैसे भी नहीं लिखे, ऐसे कैसे भी नहीं डाले हैं. There is some pattern they are following. So they are placed in an angle which is close to 1.6, the golden ratio, and that's why that pattern looks very beautiful. आपको याद है कि ये ऐसे कुछ ऐसा पैटर्न बन जाता है वहां पे, ऐसा स्प्रेडिंग जो होता है. So in nature, if you observe, the things are very systematic, very systematically done. So everywhere in nature or anywhere, wherever the beauty is concerned, you will find golden ratio some or other way connected. Okay, and see, now in this pandemic situation, we are not able to experience all such wonderful things, as we are not able to go to college. We cannot have exhibitions and we cannot have some events. We are missing all those events, and in such kind of events you can have a project on golden ratio. Okay, now which actress you like, tell me. Or should I ask you which actor you like? Which actress you like? Girls, can you hear me?
Allu Arjun. Yes, ma'am.
Which
Ma'am, Allu Arjun.
actress I'm asking.
No, I don't like actress.
You don't like actress Payal. I like Madhuri Dixit. Okay, ये हमारे जमाने की एक्ट्रेस है, right? Now why people like
Only
Madhuri Dixit? Why people like Madhuri Dixit, tell me. Any particular reason why people like Madhuri Dixit? There are some symbols that some people like these. Some actresses are famous for some things, right? So Madhuri Dixit was famous for her smile, right? And of course she is very beautiful. So her teeth, her teeth are so beautiful that the ratio of her teeth's length and width is taken, then that will definitely come to golden ratio 1.6. Okay, somebody's face is very beautiful, somebody's hands are beautiful, right? So why is it so? Because when you take the ratio of the length to the breadth of that particular thing, that comes to golden ratio, then it looks beautiful. जैसे कि आप रंगोली ड्रॉ करते हो ना, या नहीं? आप रंगोली ड्रॉ करते हो क्या घर पे? तो
Yes, ma'am.
आपने वो जो डॉट्स बनाने हैं वो आपने अप्रोप्रिएट बनाने चाहिए. ये जो अभी मैं हेक्सागन यहाँ पे ड्रॉ कर रही हूँ, मैं ऐसा ड्रॉ करती हूँ, या फिर मैंने ऐसा ड्रॉ कर दिया इसे, तो ये इतना अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. जितना आप उसे प्रपोर्शन में रखोगे उतना वो अच्छा लगेगा. आप कैसे भी ड्रॉ करोगे उसे, कैसे भी 6 ये लोगे तो वो अच्छा नहीं दिखेगा. So that proportion matters, that ratio matters, ratio of length and breadth. If that comes to 1.6 ... it comes to a golden ratio, very close to golden ratio, then the things become very beautiful. Okay, so you can explore more on this, and this golden ratio has got various applications in dentistry profession. Okay, nowadays people are making so many surgeries, right? They go to dentist and they do certain surgeries. Dentist वो ये लगाते, क्या लगाते हैं, ब्रिसल्स लगाते हैं और कुछ कुछ करते हैं, कुछ दांत भी निकालते. डू यू नो दैट दे रिमूव सम टीथ टू मेक योर स्माइल ब्यूटीफुल, and there the golden ratio is applied. Okay, they use certain instrument for that, and
They use certain instrument
uses
for
golden
that, and
ratio.
which uses golden.
So you can imagine how the applications of mathematics can be used in real life. Okay, many times people ask,
Okay, many times
of
people
integration,
ask
what is the use of
of
derivation?
integration. What is the use of derivation?
There is no direct connection of
There is
integration,
no direct connection of
but you have to find out the application like this. Okay, we will continue in